Sport has the power to change the world, said Nelson Mandela, the South African president who identified sports values as the model onto which making his country reborn. As this has always been the spirit of the Interamnia World Cup, the international handball tournament that takes place every year in Teramo, Italy, and which in its 47 years of life has opened the doors of the city to about 120 countries around the world, intertwining relationships, fostering sport exchanges and town training, so becoming a model for the development of territory based on the values of inclusion, friendship, peace and loyal relationships between peoples.
Sì, la Coppa Interamnia è un'istituzione ormai per Teramo ed è stata sempre.
Well, Interamnia World Cup it's been an institution so far for Teramo City, and it's always been a tradition, let's say, for so many years. An occasion, an extraordinary occasion to vehiculate the cultural message of friendship, solidarity, and mostly a cultural message, because this is an open city open to the world, and thanks to the Interamnia World Cup has been declared so open to the world under many aspects, cultural aspects, to vehiculate the message of solidarity and proximity between peoples and governments, but mostly an extraordinary occasion of dialogue, institutional dialogue, and for the transmission also of the knowledge and values of our territory. That's why the possibility and the opportunity that in Northern Cyprus there will be a similar tournament like ours, for us is really a moment of proudness and honor to dialogate with them by the initiative of the sport. So let's say all these sports activities are just a moment of reciprocal growth. A model that, in addition to awarding Teramo the UNICEF recognition of city open to the world and the acknowledgement as defensor of human rights by Amnesty International Italian section, has offered the opportunity to thousands of young people to approach a healthy lifestyle, but above all has created a system of synergies between local administrations, school institutions, bodies, businesses and sports organizations, giving concrete evidence of the value of collaboration within networks of territorial excellence.
Sicuramente la Coppa Interamnia è una realtà.
Interamnia World Cup is a reality from Teramo City, and it's really important to let our beauty be known at an international level, cultural and everything. So Northern Cyprus is really important, this relation, because it helps an exchange starting from sports and make this cultural exchange. So as a region we have foreseen a further contribution to this tournament, because we want to enhance, starting from the sport, the possibility to let our reality, our territory be known at the international level. This has meant that the Interamnia formula also crosses its borders, giving rise to numerous similar initiatives in several European and non-European countries, thanks to true relationships of friendship, which, through sports managers, expand and involve state organization. This is the case of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, whose handball team participated in 2018 edition of the Interamnia World Cup, being positively impressed so much that they wanted to start a relationship of intense collaboration which, alongside the development of the sport discipline, can initiate fruitful long-term exchange relationships between territorial institutions, also extended at university level.
Sì, è un'opportunità notevole per noi perché, come è noto, l'Università di Teramo ha un interesse notevole per il territorio.
Yes, this is a huge opportunity for us because, as you know, University of Teramo has interest in the territory where it is site, but we, as we always say, we have a local site, so we pay attention to the territory of Abruzzi and Teramo territory, but we still have an international interest. So for us it represents a possibility of contact that may lead to an exchange of researchers and students, and also a common research plan of really huge interest. Another aspect that we consider interesting could be the opportunity to start a joint degree process. That means an education process that starts partly from us and partly from the trained university, so that we can offer the students the students that follow these two paths, so they can have a degree, Italian degree and a Cypriot degree. So the opportunities are really different. Research and mostly education shouldn't have borders. So I look forward to meet the rector so we can start this process that should continue at the interinstitutional level with the delegates. So University of Teramo confirms its will to enhance the international cultural relation. Of course, I'm grateful to the Interamnia World Cup because it is not just a vehicle for sport relations, but also for cultural international relations. Consolidated by a series of official meetings between the presidents of the Interamnia World Cup, Pierluigi Montauti, and the Handball Federation of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus by the Rayan, as well as with the director of the Department of Sport of Northern Cyprus, Mr. Mehmet Obzigehan, the relationship of friendship and collaboration between the two countries has given rise to a series of real relations abroad that brought to the organization of an international handball tournament, the Famagusta Handball Cup, and the striking support of the Eastern Mediterranean University that will take place in Famagusta from 19 to 23rd of August 2020.
Sì, è nato tutto da un contatto avuto con dirigenti.
Everything born from a contact we had with the managers from Northern Cyprus, from a federation which is really active. They came to participate to the 47th World Cup, Interamnia World Cup, and they offered us a very beautiful friendship from which arose the idea to promote an initiative, very particular one, that is the making of an international tournament to be held in Famagusta in August, to which will participate 20 teams from 13 countries from the 5 continents. This is a homage that we from Interamnia World Cup will give to them, and within this relation we have involved several institutions like the City Council of Teramo, like the University of Teramo and the region of Abruzzi, which are here with us present to enhance this relation and trying to make a fruitful relation, so to open Teramo to the world and give a help to our friends from Cyprus that are here present with us, so to enhance a relationship that we hope will be a fruitful relationship, so to contribute Teramo to open more and more to the world, so also to give a contribution to our friends, Turkish Cypriot friends, so to help their growth and development at the international level.